Welcome back to Rune Reading Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back to the Amber Serpent. My name is Gulveg. So, I hope you had a wonderful holiday week. We didn't have a Rune Reading Wednesday. It was Thanksgiving. I had a wonderful holiday. I hope that you had the same. So, let's take a look and see what the next week has in store for us. You know, the holidays are coming around. Things get a little bit more hectic. Things get a little bit more crazy. So let's take a look and see what the universe has in store for us, shall we? So just for those of you who are new to Rune Reading Wednesday, the way that this works is we are going to blow the intention into the runes. So we typically use the intention that we will get the message that will support the highest good at this point in time for the next week, for those of us who are tuning in. And then we're going to put out the runes. I'll give you a few moments to choose which ones are going to draw your attention the most using your own intuition. And then I'll deliver the message that they have in store for us. Okay? All right. So we're going to blow the intention into the runes. Right. All right, we have rune number 1. Rune 2. And we have rune number 3. All right, so I'll give you just a second to use your own intuition to determine which ones draw your attention the most. This will help you determine as to which energies are most important, most pertinent to your particular situation. So I'll give you a closer look. Sometimes that'll help folks. We have rune number 1, 2, and rune number 3. Okay. Haven't picked out? All right. All right, so rune number 1, we have Manas. We have Othala. And we have Tiwas, Tears rune. This one's come up a lot lately, actually. All right, so starting with rune number 1, Manas is the rune that indicates like man, humankind, community, partnership. And I always have the vision when this one comes up, if you take a look at it, of 2 people dancing, you know, like a kind of like Celtic type of partner dancing. And that's a little bit of the energy that I always feel from that rune. Is it's partnership, it's community, it's tribe, it's to a certain extent it's communication and being able to rely on those around us and to be able to say what it is that we need, to communicate our needs and to trust that others are there to help support and assist us. And then we have Othala, which is interesting that it's coming up with Manas because Othala has a lot to do with ancestry and what it is that we have inherited. So this can be blood, ancestry, genetics, things of that nature, but also it can be spiritual ancestry as well. So spiritual ancestry would be those who have come before us where their soul's mission is either in alignment or similar to what our mission is. So for example, if you are a healer, you are part of a line of other healers that have come before you. So that would be an example of spiritual ancestry. There's also ancestry of land as well. So folks who have lived on the land before you, here in the United States, in Arizona where I'm at, many of those folks would be Native Americans, because those were the native peoples of this land. So that would be land ancestry. So this rune isn't just for our family. It also is characteristics that we have inherited, either through upbringing or through our bloodline. I mean, there's a reason why sometimes it seems that characteristics are brought from one generation to another, even when that person may not have even been raised by their genetic parents. For example, like maybe musical inclination gets passed from one generation to another without any kind of real firm scientific explanation as to why that happens. So this is about inheritance and ancestry, and it's about kin. Both of these are about kin and tribe. And then we have Tiwas, Tears Rune. So Tears Rune has a lot to do with courage. It could be relating to self-sacrifice for the common good. There may be something that we are being asked to let go of in order for the greater good. And it also, Tyr was also at one point associated with the pole star, the North Star. And so it also has something to do with direction as well. So to understand that rune is to also understand a little bit about the myth related to Tyr. So the abbreviated version is Tyr had a hand in helping raise this wolf pup named Fenrir. And this wolf continued to grow and grow and grow until he became so enormous and he became somewhat ferocious that he started to consume everything in his path, and he ended up wreaking havoc before both the gods and man. And so Tyr, who he had a hand in raising this wolf pup, he was being asked to take part in a plan in order to bind Fenrir and to incapacitate him. So they had to trick the wolf. And something to know about this particular tradition, your word was your bond. So to lie was a really big deal. And so Tyr was being asked to lie to Fenrir in order to be able to trap him so that he would stop creating all of these issues for gods and for man. In the process, what happened was Fenrir kind of knew that something was up. So he told Tyr, yeah, sure, I'll let you put, which was this pink ribbon that he was being asked to, he asked Fenrir for him to be able to bind him with this ribbon, saying, I bet you're not strong enough to break free from this. And the ribbon was enchanted. And Fenrir knew kind of that something was up, so he said, sure, you can put that around me, but put your right hand in my mouth, and if you're tricking me, I'm gonna bite it off. So Tyr did, knowing that he was going to probably lose his hand. And sure enough, they bound Fenrir. He wasn't able to get out. Tyr had lied to him, which was a big deal. And he lost his hand. And in the process, the gods and humankind were saved from this wolf that was creating all this havoc. So, this can have a lot to do with self-sacrifice for the greater good, or it could have something to do with direction, depending on your context. So what I'm seeing here, as far as like how these runes are kind of talking to each other and combining, is I'm seeing here that it might be a little bit of both. So it may be that we're being asked to let go of some things that perhaps don't really serve us. Hi, sweetie. And these things may be related, hi, sweetie, to ancestry, to tribe, to kinsmen, and it will give us a different direction that will ultimately strengthen the relationship between us and our community. So when we're here at the edge of December and it's the end of the year and we're going into the new year, oftentimes we start thinking about how to start the new year anew and how to manifest what it is that we want. But this is really the time to start cleaning house in preparation for that. So what I'm seeing here is that the direction is to not be afraid to let go of things that perhaps are outdated, maybe beliefs that no longer serve us, habits that we know aren't really helpful, and to rely on the support of our community, our friends, to perhaps maybe make amends and alliances to perhaps we've had some falling out with some loved ones, and to strengthen those bonds in order to have the support of our tribe going into the new year. So that's what I see here, and I think she agrees. Don't you, sweet? This is Princess Pretty Paws, and she's here to help. So thank you for joining us for Rune Reading Wednesday. As always, I always enjoy the comments and questions, and I would love to hear from you. So please go ahead and share any other insights that you might have in the comments below. And go ahead and please like us on our Amber Serpent Facebook page, and I look forward to seeing you here next week on Rune Reading Wednesday. Thank you. Bye-bye.